Okay, let's play Awful Fantasy Adventures. What you see here is what you will have in the base game and before we open any adventure packs. And also, you might want to notice that all these cards, just take note that this is prototype material. This is placeholder graphics. You know, the final game will look a lot better. The first thing we're going to do is Brady and I are each going to pick a hero to play as. I'm going to pick Fed the Fantastic. And I will play as Etcher Gumfoot, the Hobbit Private Eye. And then we each take a random quest card out of the quest deck. My quest will be to create a diversion, and you'll see the quest will list icons for the different threats that you have to overcome to complete that quest. My quest will be to scavenge for supplies. All right, we can set aside the quest deck. Then we each are going to be dealt a hand of starting skill cards, and we each start with 3. So I'll deal out 3 to me, 3 to Brady. And these are in 4 different suits, different colors, and they have different values on them. So you see I have a 3 red, I have 2 3s, and then I was a blue 2. And these skills are used to overcome the threats in the game. And then we're going to shuffle up the threat deck, and these threats are the various enemies, locations, and events we have to overcome in order to complete our quests. And they have effects and they have requirements to complete them. We'll shuffle those up randomly. And again, this is just the content for the base game without any adventure packs at all. Just open the box, this is what you'll start with. And I think we are ready to play. All right, we're going to go through a couple turns, maybe 2 or 3 turns, just to give you an idea of how the game plays and just how quickly it plays and how easy it is to pick up. So on my turn, I'm Fed. I will go first. I will start my turn with my Explore step, which is to draw 1 threat card. As you can see, it is a Sloblin. If it is an enemy, I'll need to have a skill of 6 to overcome it with either green skills or red skills. If I do not overcome it, it's going to attack me with green. Goes up here in my threat area. And then I have my action step, which I can perform 1 action. The actions you can choose from, you can prepare, which is to draw a skill card, coordinate, either give or take 1 card from another player, or you can resolve the action listed on a card in your play area, such as my hero action. I am going to ask Etcher for any green skills because I have 3 red, and he happens to have a 3 green, so I'm asking for that. I suppose he gives it to me. And then we go to my overcome step, which I can commit any number of skill cards to a threat, which I'm going to commit 3 red and 3 green to match the 6 to defeat this enemy. And it is an enemy which goes toward my quest progress. I'm going to just set it down here so I can track how many enemies I've defeated. I need 1 more enemy, an event, and a location to complete my quest. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to draw 1 skill card, and that is my turn. And then Etcher is going to draw his threats. He drew a crippling self-doubt. Real quick, I should say that if I had any threats in my play area, I would activate them, but I don't. So I'm lucky dog, because I will have to resolve this because this is an 8. There's no way I can do that with my purple 3 and my red 1. So what do you want to do for your action? My action is going to be to prepare. I'm going to draw a skill. You do have that's not a skill. Yeah, you don't want to draw those. You also do have your handy hero action. Do you want to do that to get rid of that? That's not a location. Oh, that is an event. Yeah, I would get rid of it if I could, but I drew a purple 2. So obviously I cannot overcome this, which you can overcome before the threat phase, but now we have to move on to the threat phase. This says discard 1 random skill card. That is probably one of the worst events in the game right now. It's crippling. Makes me doubt myself. Oh, that's pretty cool. I only lost my 1. Discard in that pile instead. I like this deck because it's just really attractive. And I'm going to draw my just draw another threat in your turn. Then I'm going to draw a green 1. That is my turn. All right, my turn. I'm going to go ahead and explore, and I have a lava trap. This is also an event. On my action, I do not have enough to defeat this. I don't think Brady would help me either. Don't count me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Fed's action to discard an event into play. I'm gonna discard this from Etcher so he doesn't have to deal with that anymore. What? Cooperation? Then on my threat step, I have to, if I have 3 or more purple skills in my hand, I have to discard 1. Luckily I don't, so I can ignore that. I draw a skill, that's my turn. I'm going to draw a threat. I got a lava trap as well. We are in the same boat here. And there's no way I can overcome that with my current hand. I have a lot of purple and 1 green. I don't think Fed is any condition to help me either, so I'm gonna prepare.
I drew a blue, not helpful, so my threat step is same as you just resolved, so I'm fine.
One more explorer for me. I have a 10 and a halfling, an enemy, and he's nasty. He's also 8. He attacks for 2 red. So I cannot do that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my action again, this time on myself because I'm getting too many threats in my area, and I'll discard that.
Now it's important to note that discarding with these effects is not the same as overcoming.
Yeah,
so
it will not commit. It will not commit to your quest unless you defeat it. This is just discarding, and I will end my turn. Oh, I have to do my threat first. He attacks me for 2 red, which I do not have any reds in my hand, so I am taking damage. That is a strange damage token. So then I draw a card, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, so one more turn here for Etcher, see what he can pull off. He drew a Dwarven nuclear shelter. So this is a location. Luckily I can get rid of those if they're too nasty. It is pretty hard to overcome that with what I have currently. And I can't really help you too much, so I think I'm gonna spend my action to this.
I could give you a blue. I have 2 blue.
A blue might be worthless to me.
Well, for next turn.
Yeah, I'll take your blue then.
If we were doing a next turn.
So that's not too bad. So this one doesn't really affect me right now because I don't have that much purple. And this one, it only really affects me when I'm doing my overcome step, and that won't affect me now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my draw phase, and then it's back to Fed.
And we can stop there. I think you get an idea of how it plays. We would keep playing until either one of us got defeated. If we ever suffer damage equal to our health, we're defeated. If one hero is defeated, everybody loses. And every hero needs to complete their quest to win. So at the end of any hero turn, if all the quests are completed, the heroes win that quest.